So today I wanted to talk just a wee bit more about the Eat Well, Feel Well, Age Well course that I am starting. It's a program coming up on Zoom, starting on the 11th of October. And so what I thought I would do here, because I've been asked a few questions, around either the content or how it's going to be delivered and things like that. And one of the questions was, why is it in Zoom and not in person, or would I be thinking about doing one in person? And I certainly would. I'd love to do it in person. And it was the subject of a poll and a couple of surveys that I did with clients and my mailing list. And it was about 50-50, but came down on the side of delivering it on Zoom. And my main reason for doing that is because it's a 6-week program and I want to ensure kind of consistency and continuity, that I thought that Zoom was best for now. Because if I had planned a 6-week course and maybe in a couple of weeks' time something happened where it had to be disrupted because of COVID or something like that, it just knocks everybody off balance. So for now, it's on Zoom. And also it makes it very affordable because we don't have to worry about room hire and different costs for things like that. So it just makes it a bit more affordable with it being on Zoom. So that's the reason for that. But definitely I would love to do it in person, and that's something that I would be thinking about whenever I roll it out again next year in 2022. Okay, so for now it's on Zoom. So what is it all about really, this Eat Well, Live Well, Age Well program, and who it's for? So it's kind of for people like me, right? And if you're on my email list, it's for you. If you're following me on Facebook, it's for you. And it's really promoting healthy aging for women, okay? And I call it my 6 weeks to your better than ever life. And really that's what I want for you. And so what I would ask you to think about is the 15th of November, right? You've just completed the 6 weeks, starts on the 11th of October. I think 6 weeks takes us through to the 15th of November if I've got my dates right. So you've just completed it and someone asks you, how are you? Or as we say in Derry, how's it going? And your answer is, I'm better than ever. Thanks. I'm feeling fantastic. Okay? So what I want you to think about is that's your possibility. That's what I'm offering you in my Eat Well, Feel Well, Age Well program. As I say, starting on Zoom on the 11th of October. Now, not only will you be feeling fantastic now, or at the 15th of October, whenever we're done and dusted with the program. But the important thing is that you'll be what I call health confident for your future. And the statistics that have shocked me, and I just can't stop talking about it, everybody that I meet, everybody that I'm talking to, I'm saying, did you know, the current state of play for women in Northern Ireland, and it's kind of the same all over the UK, right, give or take a couple of years, is that we're expected to have about 62 healthy years. Okay, so I've got 2 more healthy years ahead of me according to these statistics. And then the last 20 years, because we're expected to live until we're 82, the last 20 years will more than likely, they are saying, be in ill health. We will have some life-limiting conditions. Our quality of life is going to go downhill from here. And I'm just saying, no way, that's not happening, okay? And from what I know of nutrition and lifestyle and everything that I've studied and all of the research that I've done and working with clients, you can start to feel better than ever. So perhaps you've been following me for a while, you've been interested in tips, you've made the odd change, right, but not stuck with it. Habits have kind of slipped, and then you beat yourself up, right, because you haven't been doing it a long time. You've put your health on the back burner and you think, I'm grand now, I'll just tick along, I'll take what comes. And I get it, it is hard to make changes on your own, even if you know what to do, even if you know what you should do and you should be doing or you shouldn't be doing, it's hard to stay motivated. Believe me, I know this. I've given up trying to do it on my own. I have a business mentor that helps me to grow my business. I have a lifestyle coach to support me specifically whenever I'm looking to make particular changes. You know, if you think I'm doing it all on my own with no support, absolutely not. We all need help whenever we're looking to make changes. So whenever you sign up for this small group program, and it is a small group program, I won't be taking on any more than 12 people, that's the difference. You will not only understand the why and learn the how, but you will have someone to support you through the changes to get you to that feeling better than ever. Okay, so what will we be covering? Okay, that's some of the questions that have been coming up. Are you covering this? Are you doing this? Is it all just about food? And it's not. Okay, so I'm covering a broad range of things. For the first week, we'll be looking at your baseline. Where are you now? What are the areas that you're confident in or that you're struggling with health-wise? What do you expect health-wise in the next few years? Okay, we'll be looking at any health numbers that you have, any information that you have about your family health history, things like that. We'll get to the bottom of how well you know your own health and create a health picture of you right now and what you expect in the future. We'll also dip into attitudes the first week and you know, start to cultivate a healthy aging mindset, which is not easy. You know, especially whenever you look at the statistics that we get and the things that we're told and the things that we expect. You're on the wrong side of this. Oh, you're on the downhill after you hit 50 or 60 or whatever. Absolutely not. We're not having any of that talk. Over the next few weeks after that, we'll be looking at areas, and I've kind of grouped them into diet, activity and lifestyle, and environment, okay, as well as the attitude and the baseline. In the diet week, or maybe 2 weeks, we might take 2 weeks to look at that, specifically looking at the foods, or more to the point, the nutrients that will support our healthy aging. You know, that healthy brain aging, healthy joint support, healthy bones, keeping the heart healthy, all of that. And this will cover what we're buying in to eat, how we're cooking it, how we're pulling the meals together to make sure that you get the biggest nutrient bang for your buck. Okay, not your financial buck, but your food buck. So the food that we're putting on the plate. You know, what's the nutrient density of it? How can we make sure that whenever we're eating this gorgeous food that's going to be beautiful, nourishing, really nice and tasty? You know me, I love my food. But we want to make sure that we're getting the nutrients that's going to keep the brain healthy for years to come, keep the joints going, keep us where we want to be. Okay? So, when we eat is going to be important. And of course, the foods and the anti-nutrients that we'll be looking to reduce or deprioritize. Okay, deprioritize. We'll not be eradicating them completely. I'm not telling you can't have this, that and the other. You'll be making all of those decisions for yourself. You will be able to identify if there are priority nutrients for you based on the work that we've done in week 1. Is there a health priority or a couple of health priorities for you? Some people are particularly worried about arthritis. Some people are particularly worried about dementia, maybe because there's a family history or something like that. And so there will be, you know, a particular set of nutrients that you will be able to kind of like therapeutically make sure that you're having loads of those. And then there are different nutrients that we'll be looking at that will just support the cells, you know, that make up our body. Our energy is a big one. Everybody wants a wee bit more energy. You know, nobody wants to be flagging and feeling tired and things like that. With lifestyle and activity then in the weeks after that, we'll be looking at what sort of activity supports healthy aging, what sort of activity you like, what sort of activity you don't like, and where you might be prepared to make some changes. For lifestyle focus, we will look at sleep, and we will look at sleep solutions, because sleep is so important for us as we age, particularly for our mental health and for brain health as we age. And we'll also look at stress management, okay? Reducing the stress if we can, managing it where we can't completely reduce it. We look at the environment, okay? So environmental issues, and that's not just the environment, the air that we're breathing and things like that, that's important, but also the water we're taking in, but how we can make some changes in the home with regards to hygiene, beauty product, the type of products that we're buying. And I'll be able to give you some recommendations and suggestions, as well as telling you the why and the wherefore around that. Now, with all of that, that's kind of a lot of information that we're talking about. But each week, we will be pulling all that together into an action plan that will build up step by step each week. And you'll take a couple of actions each week and say, right, this is what I'm going to focus on, this is what I'm going to focus on, this is what I'm going to focus on. Now, I won't be handing you out an action plan. I will be handing you out a structure for building an action plan that you can tailor, that I'll help you to tailor in the group and individualise so that it will be your healthy aging action plan. Okay? Now, some of the objections that sometimes people will say, they'll say, but I'm already sick, I've already got arthritis, do you know what I mean? I've already got like an autoimmune condition, I've already got thyroiditis or something like that. So there's no point. There's no point. You know, you're not going to cure my arthritis or anything. And I'm not, okay? But I've got arthritis, okay? And I manage it and make it better, relieve the symptoms, and I intend to be walking until I'm 80 and past 80. So I completely 100% believe from the bottom of my heart that no matter what condition you are suffering with, you can make life better now and in your future. Okay, so for the next 10 or 20 years, whatever we've got left, 10, 20, 30 years, wherever you're starting from, you will be able to make improvements and make life better, even if you're living with a life-limiting condition at the minute. Okay? Other objections that people come up with, they say, I think I'm too young. Okay, I wish that I had started thinking about this earlier. So you're never too young to be thinking about healthy aging. A couple of people have actually said, I think I'm too old. I'm past it already. Okay, you're never too old. If you've got years left in you, you want to make them the best years of your life, and let's go for that. Okay. Another thing that sometimes gets people is that they're feeling fine at the minute. You know, why should I worry about my health in 10 years' time? I'm feeling fine at the minute. Well, the thing that I would point you to there is look at the statistics that we have been presented with. That's what's happening to the majority of the people. They were feeling fine at 60, they were feeling fine at 61, 62, and then things hit them. That's what we want to try to prevent or reduce the risk of. So what you're trying to do is kind of like future-proof your health as much as possible. And there is so much that you can do. Now, if you have any other questions, please don't sit with them, right? Let me know. Over the next couple of days on social media, I will be answering those questions and addressing any issues that you might have at all. And the other thing is if you're thinking, I'm really not sure if this is for me. I'd like to do it, but I'm not sure. You give me a call. There is a booking system on my website where you can book a discovery call. It's a free 10-minute chat with me, and I will not try to shoehorn you into this program if I do not think it's for you. Okay? I only want people on the program who it fits really, really well with, and they're up for it and they're going for it. So I won't try to shoehorn you into it. I will tell you honestly if I think, look, this is not the time for you. Come back next year whenever you're ready or whatever else. But book the call and let's have a chat. I would love to chat to anybody that's thinking about it. So if you want more information, either book a quick call, a chat with me, or pop me a message. You can either message me here on Facebook or DM me or send me a text, an email. All my contact details are on the website. So really looking forward to hearing from you. I haven't actually finished writing the material on the course. I'm kind of waiting until I see who the participants are so that I can really tailor it so much more effectively for you. But really, really excited about this one. Can't wait. Okay, bye.